Over the past decade, I've seen hundreds of sales professionals become financially successful investing in franchises. And there are many little-known franchise opportunities right now that are actively seeking owners with a sales background that can generate millions. So if you're a sales pro, forget McDonald's, forget fast food. These franchises, while they can be profitable, are going to waste your sales talents, and they also cost over $1 million to open. Now, beyond fast food, there are some great franchise companies that have sales as their primary business driver, and they're often a fraction of what the major fast food companies cost. Now, before we get into it, for those that are new, why is franchising so perfect for sales pros? Well, salespeople are great at sales, but everything else like logo design, logistics, marketing, hiring, bookkeeping, not so much. Now, a franchise provides owners with a roadmap, support, training, and a peer group that often consists of hundreds of other franchise owners that are all going to show you exactly what you need to do to be successful. And they already know how to be successful, as the business, in a good franchise anyway, has been proven by hundreds of other franchise owners throughout the country before you come on board. So you basically are handed a roadmap for success. All that you need to do is add your own sales and business building expertise and motivation. Now, absolutely, yes, you are going to pay a royalty with every single franchise, a percentage of your revenue. But if you're working for somebody else right now, you're already probably giving away about 90% of your earnings and keeping a 10% commission. Now, with a franchise, you might pay 10% in fees and retain 90% for yourself. So the dynamic in these cases is reversed. So what franchise industries are good for sales professionals? Now, by good, I mean profitable, in demand, and recession-proof. In these sales-based franchises, there are two main types. A one-person army franchise, where you're going to be working from home with a very flexible, lifestyle-friendly schedule, or more complex business models that have an office, employees, and staff, more infrastructure. Now, both of these can create million-dollar revenues, so we're going to start with a very profitable franchise niche in the one-person army category. First off, consulting franchises. Yeah, there's multiple options in this space. Remember that the company trains you on the core consulting that you're going to be doing, so prior industry experience is not mandatory. It's your B2B sales and relationship building skills that they are looking for. Now, this type of franchise, it's all about relationship building, local networking. If you're in B2B sales, you know exactly what I'm talking about, building up your local book of business. If you have existing accounts locally in the area already that you are permitted to approach, you're going to be far ahead of the game. Now, investment for these types of franchises quite low, between about $50,000 and $100,000, and one company in this space shows a top earner generating over $2.6 million with an average across the board doing $267,000 a year. We saw one franchise owner recently sell their small franchise that they paid $40,000 for. They sold it for $1.7 million. Now, keep in mind, your overhead and expenses are very low with these types of franchises, as you're likely in a home office. Number two, if you prefer running a business that has a little more infrastructure, you might consider cleaning franchises. A lot of people don't think about that, but it can be a very good business. Now, the owner's role has very little to do with cleaning. You're not going out there and sweeping a broom or anything. Your role as an owner is to build the business, and you're going to be hiring, of course, all of your cleaners. So where is the sales? Well, with residential cleaning, you or your reps visit prospects' homes and provide the estimates, which obviously is very relational. You're creating rapport, you're establishing credibility, and you are selling your service. Now, some home cleaning franchises generate an average of over $1.4 million a year, many locations even more. Your investment in this industry ranges from about $60,000 to $180,000. Now, within cleaning, and this is a very little known segment that you seldom hear a lot about, commercial cleaning master franchises. These are almost entirely sales driven, as the owner secures commercial cleaning contracts, then sells those contracts to individuals locally who are seeking to run a side business. So you're in essence selling franchises. So owners sell these individual contracts from about $1,000 to $10,000 or more. So you can see if you're selling a few of these contracts a week, this can be very profitable. Now, the top franchises that we see in the cleaning master franchise world generate between $6 and $7 million a year. Total investment for a master franchise in cleaning, it's a little bit higher at about $160,000 to $300,000. Next up, number 3, senior care. Huge growth industry right now, and we've covered this previously on the channel. And just like cleaning, these companies do not want people with home care or nursing experience. You're going to be hiring the caregivers. Who they want is relationship builders, sales experts, as you're often meeting up with the families, you're building local referral bases with care homes or organizations. Now, just like a cleaning franchise, you're also going to build up a recurring revenue stream. Every year, you're adding more customers and retaining a percentage from the prior year. Now, this is something that you don't see in all franchise industries. And recurring revenue is so powerful. Some senior care franchises show average revenue of $1.8 million a year. One top producer, we've covered this many times on the channel, showed an incredible $55 million in a single year. Now, keep in mind, these businesses can take some time to ramp up, so you need to have sufficient capital to keep you afloat until you reach profitability. Investment for a senior care franchise ranges from about $70,000 to $200,000. Number 4 is staffing franchise. These are also very sales-driven business and also about developing local B2B relationships. Some of these can be operated from home. Most of them want a small office, and you're probably going to have a few employees as well. Average gross revenue in one system, $6.4 million a year. That was last year, with many mature offices doing more than that. Investment for staffing ranges from around $120,000 to $160,000. Number 5, printing or signage. Very in-demand industry, but if we dip into recession, they might be impacted negatively if businesses are shutting down. Now, that said, keep in mind that whenever a business closes in your local market and a new one opens, they're going to need a sign. Now, these franchises can be very profitable. Top locations have owners doing profit over $500,000 a year. Now, as an owner, you're dealing with the government, institutional, commercial clients, and most are focusing on major accounts. You're not printing these single little yard signs or anything, so a single account can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is a brick and mortar business, so the investment's a little bit higher, between $200,000 and $300,000, but financing is available with around 30% down, and the same is applicable for most of the franchises we're looking at today. And last but not least, we're going to wrap up with real estate. There are several franchises in the real estate industry. All of them require the owner to be out in the community, interacting with people, building rapport, and developing relationships. Now, you can own your own discount real estate brokerage as low as $42,000. You're going to be managing a team of realtors. You can operate a zero commission FSBO franchise from about $60,000. There are real estate investing and flipping franchises. We've covered those on the channel from about $120,000. And property management, it's not really real estate, but it certainly serves the real estate market. These are available from around $70,000. Every single one of these require a driven owner who is able to develop relationships in their community. Just a few of the many franchise ideas for sales professionals. If you want to see what's available in your area, visit us at Franchise City Brokers. I'll place that link above. And our franchise education playlist, I will put that below. Thanks for watching.